Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. Brand new playlist today, Division Lives. So today we are answering the $1,000,000 question, what is division? Got the definition right here and I got some visuals. So division is separating a total into equal groups. Separating a total into equal groups. So division is the opposite of multiplication. All right, opposite of multiplication. For multiplication, they give you a certain amount of groups. They give you, for example, 3 groups of 3, and you have to find out what the total is. For multiplication, they give you a certain amount of groups, and you got to find out what the total is. For division, they give you the total, and you have to find out how many are in each group. So, for example, multiplication, 3 times 3, 3 groups of 3. We know that the total is 9. We have 3 circles with 3 x's in each circle, and the total amount of x's is 9. Here, we have the total. We know that there's 8 x's. We know that there's a total of 8 x's, but we don't know what 8 divided by 2 is. If we divide these 8 x's into 2 groups, what do we get? So I'm going to do that right now. So that's 1 group, 2 groups. So instead of finding the total, even though we have 8 total x's, now we got to find out how many x's are in each group. And it's got to be the same amount of x's in each group because we're dividing it into equal groups. So the first group, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 x's in group 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 x's in group 2. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So there are 2 ways to solve this problem. You can draw your total, you can draw your 8 x's, and then you can draw circles to find out what the number of circles are. Or you can skip count. Skip counting solves a lot of problems. Skip counting makes multiplication easier and it makes division easier. So 8 divided by 2. So we want to find out how many times 2 goes into 8. So if we skip count, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I just skip counted by 2 until I landed on 8. So I started with 2. So I've skip counted by 2 once. 4, 6, 8. So I had to count by 2 4 times to get to the number 8. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. All right, now I'm going to do another one. I'm going to solve both ways. I'm going to solve a problem the skip counting way, and then I'm going to solve a problem by actually drawing the x's. I'm going to show both strategies. So 20 divided by 5. So if I wanted to skip count by 5s, I'm going to draw all the numbers counting by 5. Let me make it 5. I don't want it to be the same answer 2 times in a row. Let me make it 30 divided by 5. Because I don't want it to be the same answer 2 times in a row. 30 divided by 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count by 5s until I hit the number 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So how many numbers did I end up counting by 5? How many numbers do I have here? I just counted by 5 from 5 to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 divided by 5 equals 6. Now, another way to do it, if you're not fluent with skip counting yet, is you can draw 30 x's and put them in rows of 5, and then draw circles around every 5 x's. So I have 30 total x's, and each of the 30 total x's are in rows of 5. Now I'm going to draw a circle around every 5 x's, and I'm going to count how many circles I have. So that's 1 circle, 2 circles, that's 3 circles, that's 4 circles, that's 5 circles, that's 6 circles. So 30 divided by 5 equals 6. All right, time for another one. $24 divided by 8. So I'm going to count by 8s all the way up until I get to 24, and I'm going to count how many times I skip counted by 8. So using the skip counting strategy. So 8, 16, 24. 8, 16, 24. Now, if you look at how many numbers I have here, 1, 2, 3. I had to count by 8s 3 times to get to the number 24. So 24 divided by 8 equals 3. Now, next thing I'm going to do, if you're not fluent in skip counting yet, here's another way that you can check it. I'm going to draw 24 x's, and I'm going to draw the 24 x's in rows of 8. Now, if you're going to use a strategy where you're drawing pictures, drawing arrays the way I am, make sure that your x's are spaced out, that your rows of 8 are spaced out. If they're too bunched together, that's where it's easy to make a mistake. All right. Now, every 8 x's, I'm going to draw a circle around every 8 x's, and I'm going to count how many circles I have. So that's 1 circle. That's 2 circles. That's 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. So again, 24 divided by 8 equals 3. All right. Got time for maybe 1 to 2 more problems. Then you know what happens when the video hits the 10-minute mark. When the video hits the 10-minute mark, it's basketball time. It's healthy body, healthy mind. Okay, let's see. $10 divided by 2. So I'll start with the array strategy here first. So I'm going to draw 10 total x's because we know that we have a total of 10. And every 2 x's, I'm going to draw a circle around. And then I'm going to count the total number of circles. All right. So I have 10 total x's. I'm going to draw a circle around every 2 x's, and then I'm going to count how many circles there are. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. we can divide, if we start with 10, we can divide 2 into 5 equal groups. Now, if we were going to skip count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2. So if we're going to count how many times 2 goes into 10, I had to skip count by 2s 5 times. I had to skip count by 2s 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to get from 2 to 10. So the answer checks out. All right. We are now past the 10-minute mark. So it is now basketball time. Let me see if you can see that hoop over there, a red. I gotta take off the bling bling because I don't want to poke in the eye here. All right, here we go. You know what? New game. Here's what I'm going to do. 12 minutes into the video, I want you to count how many dunks I can get in by the time we get 14 minutes into the video. All right? You count them. Count them. Everybody in the chat, count them. I'm not even going to count out loud. I'm just going to go. Doing a pivot, pump, fake, and dunk. Pivot, pump, fake, and dunk. You can see I'm already getting tired here. Woo! Great drill for big men right here. I usually play the point guard position, but I can still get down to the post if I need to. Oh, I'm tired. 33 seconds left. Whew, it's tiring, y'all. Great cardio workout. Basketball is one of those sports where you need everything. You need strength, you need speed, you need agility, and you need endurance. 14 minutes is up. That is the video for today. Huge thank you to everybody that tuned in. Count the number of dunks I made in those 2 minutes, from the 12-minute mark to the 14-minute mark. Count how many dunks I was able to get in. Also, if you have any questions in the chat, type them into the comments. Let me know if this video was helpful. If you better understand division, or if you're still confused, if you still need me to. I'm going to do more videos on division regardless. I always build up. I like to have at least 5 videos per playlist. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a great rest of the day.